my actual project was to travel to 32 places in the planet, which are the main nodes and portals and sacred places in the world that are not very used because the planetary grid, the magnetical field, is moving constantly.
Yeah.
So you have to relocate it, finding the geography and the magnetical field. So you can find all these 32 nodes around the planet with the 33rd in center that gives shape to this powerful nets of the body of the planet. So I was supposed to go to those places.
Right.
And then my guides told me, this is going to change. You have to come here, just from the inside of the Great Pyramid that represents the entire planet.
Right.
And I was like, why?
Wow.
I was booking everything, the boats, and to go to those places.
Way less logistics.
Yeah, but then I understood, because 1 month after they told me that, COVID hit.
Wow.
So it was impossible to travel, impossible to do that. And that was the year I was supposed to do it. So I went to Egypt and I got stuck there for a year. Going inside the Great Pyramid and accessing like the different nodes
through the pyramid,
from inside the pyramid, and traveling energetically to those places. And in every projection, I receive a code and a message in a conversation with my higher self.
Yeah.
So I came back to the hotel, I wrote it down and published, and then explained it online every day. So it was like a blog for me. But then when I finished after a year, we said, oh, there are 12 books here.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, one for every month.
Yeah. So you've released the first 3, I Can, I Balance, and I Analyze, and they sync up with each of the astrological signs?
Exactly, yeah. And next month it's going to be the other 3 and so on until we complete the 12.
Amazing. Yes. So when you accessed the information of the 32 nodes through, it's 33?
32 with plus the center.
What's the center?
The core of the planet.
Which is where?
Difficult to go.
How do we get there?
It's the same distance everywhere. Yeah.
Down. So why would you, or how would you say you were able to access that information of the 32 nodes through the Great Pyramid? Is it because it's a giant antenna, or how do you explain that?
Yeah, it's like, let's say in terms of geography and the energy of the planet, the pyramids are not the main important thing. Mm-hmm. The pyramids are just device that helps the energy of the place to be focalized in one place.
Right. Yeah.
So amplifies like an antenna the things that are in the territory. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, it's not about the pyramids of Egypt. Mm-hmm. It's about Egypt, like the Nile and the geography that is in the Sinai Peninsula. Mm-hmm. So all the territory of the Sinai Peninsula with the Nile, it combines a powerful center of energy that everything starts to spin very fast, and it's very powerful. So along the Nile, what they did was to, through temples and pyramids, to kind of focalize that energy and say, okay, now move through here, through there, through
like
there.
Tuning and channeling the energy, like tuning forks, channeling the energy into through those amplification points.
Exactly. So it's a very powerful territory by itself.
Yeah.
And the structures that people build are tuning forks for that to be felt, heard, and concentrate.
Yeah.
So the Great Pyramid of Giza, not just the Great Pyramid, but all the pyramids, what they do is to harvest the energy of the territory and amplify it to different dimensions.
Yeah.
So it's not just about going up, it's going within. Uh-huh. So a pyramid is not pointing to the sky, a pyramid is containing the center. Mm. So it's actually an octahedron. So an octahedron has in its core the potential of holding the Merkaba, which holds the dodecahedron and icosahedron. So all the structures. A pyramid is half of the seed of God, let's say.
Yeah.
So when you go inside the pyramid, you connect with all the dimensions of God, of the divinity. So that's why it's such an important place.
Yeah. And so what would you say then about other sacred sites that have other structures and shapes, or maybe nothing, just nature?
There are some places that has nothing. So that's why you have to find, for example, certain valleys or specific mountains or specific shapes like a volcano. So those shapes that create this structure or this structure,
yes,
in nature, is telling you that there's something holy or something important because it's replying the shape of the dodecahedron. Of the octahedron.
Right.
So you have this shape that creates a rhombic shape with a mountain or a valley, and that's how you have the main information. Yeah. But of course, anywhere can be a special place.
Right.
Then you have to find the geometry of it.
Okay.
That place has to be at the same distance and connected in the same position as others in other parts of the world.
And that's how, it's all connected like a network.
Exactly. That's why there are places that are more sacred than others, because they are part of a network that it's specifically located in those places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like satellite beacons of each other kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'll be looking for all of those shapes in nature from now on. I mean, I see them in mountains and rocks.
Yeah. They're everywhere because everything is a fractal. So sometimes I heard people saying, there's a portal in my backyard.
Right.
Yeah, of course. It could be because everything is a source of energy. So anything could be a portal, actually. Anything could be a source of activation or accessing something. But when you have geometry, for example, if you are talking about a triangle, you have a triangle. So 3 points at the same distance connected with 3 edges. So these 3 edges, these 3 points are the important ones. So it doesn't matter if you have like many different important things around.
Yeah.
Those are the portals for that specific triangle.
Got it.
So if you go to some other place and you say, but I feel that this is a very much important portal. Yeah, but it's not part of the triangle.
Yeah.
So sometimes that triangle is just a tiny little place that is connected with something very important.
Yep.
So that makes it so important.
Yeah.
So it's about the geometry of things. It's like, for example, you have 2 arms and 2 hands. So if you are trying to connect with someone, you will try to find 2 hands to hold. Yeah. Okay. But if you are with a spider, so it's going to be difficult to actually understand how to connect with a spider. Yeah. Because you don't have the same geometry. They have the same system.
Yeah. So you're looking to mirror.
Exactly. To mirror something. So the portals, the main portals in the planet are all connected in grids that are mirrors to each other. So there's a grid for plants, which it's difficult for us to connect with them because it's completely different from ours. Yeah. So the geometry on which they are going to connect to the planet is different from ours.
Yeah. So beautiful.
Yeah.
And these sacred sites. So my friend Jessica has this gorgeous series published by Tarshan, and I know you love this one. Yeah. Astrology. But there's astrology, tarot, plant magic, witchcraft, and then the newest release is Sacred Sites. And we're actually going to have a celebration of that new release. I don't actually have it here. Apparently, it just sold out. So, but there'll be a few copies there next Saturday, the 19th at Zaka Lake. There's a couple of spaces still available. So just go to consciouscityguide.com and I will have Matías in tow. Yeah. And he will be having a conversation with Jessica about sacred sites. So if you want to hear more about this, we'll see you on Saturday.
Of course.
Thank you.